What is going on, everybody? This is Slick from Breaking the Clutch, and today I am back with another video. This is the first video that is back to the normal style of videos that we've been doing. This is an actual analysis gameplay, what I'm going to go over with you guys, kind of explain to you how I did my plays and whatnot. The tournament is over. Man, what a great time. I had an excellent time doing that. All the players that came out, thank you so much. Thank you to everybody who watched every single series, every single video, including the PPP after. So thank you guys so much for all of that. This game in particular, as you can probably tell from the title and the thumbnail, is my Onyx game for 2v2's. Even though my time was very limited in the last week because of the tournament and editing, I was able to get my Onyx rank off of playing a little bit 2v2s with Presto. So for this build right here, what I do is actually this is technically a copy from Mitch and Udpoo's build from the tournament, which is a Jackrabbit opener for Kinsano, and then an Anders double base Sentinel play for Presto. That's what he's going to be running as well. So from me, you're going to see the Jackrabbit point of view. I've been going generator first and upgrading it upon completion, and going right into mini frag launcher, going 4 supply pads after that generator, and then buying a mini base expo or 2 depending on the scenario and how much I can commit to the rush. So I don't want to say rush anymore, guys. I'm trying to just use openers. So after I've said rush, I want to change it to opener, so I apologize for that. What we got here, we got a pretty these guys are pretty good. We got I think it's Klitzy and another guy I can't remember. They are top 50 on the leaderboards. I've seen them. They are actually, I believe the record is 1-1 between Presto and I and these guys. This is the first game we took on them, and they took another game on us a little bit later. Because after you kind of know the Jackrabbit play, you can opt in for more turrets off the start, knowing that the rush is imminent, and it kind of changes up everything. But despite that, you're going to see how Preston and I kind of tackle these guys and actually beat them here. So as you can see, you got my mini base expo running, double pumping Jackrabbits at this point. I really like to triple pump. I should definitely be buying that the double slot mini base on the side of this map. I love this map for that. Despite the annoying sentinels that spawn every so often, it's really damn annoying with those sentinels. So without power nodes, you can opt for more generators on those mini bases. So it's pretty fantastic to run, especially if you're running something like this. Got red line almost complete here, or red line's good to go. Turret's good to go. So I'm just kind of bussing. Oh, there it is right there. There's red line. Just kind of running around. There's the second mini base. I really think I should have just gone. I had the money. Should have just gone for the double slot, but that's okay. So as you're going to see, I start to get red line on the Jackrabbits. I scouted their bases in the beginning to see what they were doing. I see they went for the double slot mini base. And essentially what the play should be is to either just go for it and do an all-in or attack the mini base and see. So as we're going to see here, I'm going to send all of my Jackrabbits right to his main, expecting Jackrabbit play out of him as well. That is a pretty much a long shot, but from the scouting, I could kind of tell he's going to do a build similar to me. So as long as I'm beating him, then I'm in a good spot. As you can see, it seems like he's got a very interesting build. Triple generator on his main. It's not sure what you're going with for that. Maybe quick tech 2. You know, that's not bad, but look at all the Marines coming out from this guy. That's slightly nerve-wracking, but not nerve-wracking enough because, as you can see, Jackrabbits are a great counter for Marines. Gonna do a great spot here. Presto usually gets Sentinels rolling out around 3 minutes. You'll see, like, say, a numerous amount of them, so he can really infiltrate and destroy a lot of mini bases or attack mains, especially when there's double Jackrabbit play against you. Sentinels come big handy, as you're going to see my micro here against these Jackrabbits. I get that you're trying to defend your buddy's base, man, but you don't want to take me on with those Jackrabbits. I'm going to smoke you every time. As you're going to see here, I'm focusing generators first. You know, he spent a lot of eco to get these generators running, and they're benefiting him greatly, so the quicker I take those out, the more frustrated he will be. We see a drop turret play. Whenever you see those, you want to back up all your units as quickly as possible. Here I am once again, just focus firing the Jackrabbits. He thinks with that turret he's good to go. I even pulled my Marines up just as kind of like cannon fodder, if you will. And it looks like Red's even opting to do that. Red Expos and Presto, one of the best you can do if you're not doing the Jackrabbit play with this build order, and with this combo as well, or any combo in general, make sure you're always scouting all the extra mini bases, side expos, second base expos, basically everything if you're the guy who's not doing all the action. Presto's doing a great job of this. I'm sure he was just gathering minerals and you happen to see Arsenal Pride's base. But this is our first focus right here because, as you can see, Presto is already expoed. He exposed in the first minute just about. And we're basically uncontested. And I know for a fact, since I have not double based, that my eco is very much so far ahead of red. So I can just basically commit to this not being worried. That's a great little bomb strike there, but I'm going to dodge that with the speed of my red line rabbits. and I have completely outnumbered him in rabbits. I say, presto, feel comfortable, man, get as many sentinels as possible, and that is exactly what's about to happen. Now, what you really need to do at this spot in the game, if you're in a comfy position like this, I told Presto to take his sentinels to go right to Red's Expo, and I said, okay, I need to see what else is going on. If we attack Red's main and we see what's up, and we still put ourselves in a better spot, knowing that he expoed, knowing that he's behind an eco, then we could really take an even bigger lead than we already have. So as you're going to see, I drop the turret there, take out another jackrabbit. He selfs his turret, and he realizes right then and there, well, shit, my base is pretty much undefended. Lots of rabbits in my main, lots of sentinels in my expo. We're going to need some serious units. So at this thought process in my head, Presto and I know that the red player is not making anything. Arsenal Pride is not going to be able to do anything except attempt to defend. So what is yellow going to do? Okay, so the number one thought right there, see a hornet spot at the corner of my eye. So I'm like, yo, all right, thank God I just happened to go garages, because now I can make wolverines as soon as possible. Now, the reason I always go for garages, I prefer flame hogs. You see C-Mitch use those a lot in the tournament. Those flame hogs fully upgraded, man, with that the napalm grenade. That is absolutely insane, just setting fire to everything at all times, buildings, infantry units, vehicles, whatever. It's such a great, it should put you in a great spot with with double garage play. They don't cost any power, so warthogs are slightly ridiculous right now. So that's just what I opt for. And it also is very versatile throwing up double garage, because just like I was saying, you can go into Kodiak play for just about anti-anything, or you can also opt in for exactly this, Wolverines, if the Warthogs aren't a good fit at the time. So you get a nice variety with garages, just like you do with the barracks. Similarly, I think the airpad's probably the weakest variety out of all the different units, and even then it's still pretty solid, but you know, just vultures are too damn expensive and too damn slow for every scenario. So right here, Presto engages these hornets knowing that he's successful. Hornets aren't very good against jackrabbits in such small numbers. I've had so many units off this start of the game. I've only made jackrabbits up to this point, and I'm starting to throw Kodiaks in, confident that we are going to beat the air units out of the yellow player. Just kind of microing around. Then my wolves show up. I'm trying to encourage them to start doing something else. Presto's focusing down the barracks. I'm going to focus down the garage and make sure Red's production maintains to an absolute minimum of nothing, and that's exactly what's going to happen. We're still confident that yellow hasn't expanded just from scouting with Preston Sentinels, and we know that Red's Expo was taken down fairly quickly because of Presto's Sentinels as well. So right here, we're basically going to melt this red base to nothing, and I have already 3 wolves and a flame hog coming across the map for extra firepower. And you only really need a couple wolves at this point. If he just keeps, I think his rally point might even be stuck at the base, which is just absolutely noob move for somebody who's a top 50. That's not very wise. I'm going to throw a couple Kodiaks in the mix, start pushing him up on yellow's base, give him a quick setup in front, and just starting to cause problems. Now also, as you can see right here, Presto with the little ping indicates, yo, they have a red expo here. I'm not worried. It's just going up. At this point, red is basically out. Yellow keeps sending all of his couple hornets over to our base with a little bit of Wolverine pressure with the range of those bad boys and the upgrades that I've got for Kinsano. All my units are going to keep gaining extra speed, more attack power from every single kill they get. Kodiaks are redlining their way across the map, going absolutely mad. They're going to set up as soon as they roll out, and Presto's pushing up to Red's Expo. Arsenal Pride is going to be knocked out of this game fairly quickly here. So, as you can see, guys, what really caught us the game here was Presto's spotting. So, actually, I'm going to revert even more. Was me attacking up to Yellow's main, getting all their attention focused there. Red thinking he has a chance to Expo, and Preston spotting it. The second he knew, the second an Expo shows up, guys, if you're in the middle and your attack and your push, your opener is extremely successful, revert all focus to that Expo. You want to take it out as quickly as possible, especially if there's 2. The quicker you take out that Expo, the more you maintain your lead in terms of economy. So that's exactly what we're doing. I'm getting Presto to fly his Sentinels up there so my Wolves can snipe. This is a great position for the Hornets. You know, it's just really annoying me. I'm like, God damn it. And then all of a sudden, all the Wolves show up. I just don't want them to snipe my Kodiak. I just love Kodiak so much. Getting him to set up, and there's nothing more disheartening, or nothing bigger than this hammer to nail in the coffin than just seeing Kodiaks just start shredding your base when you're one basing and your teammates out and there's just shit tons of Sentinels and Hogs and Flamers and everything out in front of you. You just pretty much just want to resign. I'm not sure why he hasn't, if I'm honest, but in general, this is a pretty solid basic play. This is a comfortable Onyx game. You know, I felt like we were most certainly in control the entire game. It wasn't anything back and forth intense. However, it was still a great game out of us. Nonetheless, you're going to see just constant pressure, and just making sure you maintain constant focus of your pressure, changing it up when the scenario is changing up your attack plan, whatever something. Oh my god, look at that, he misses all those sentinels. That's so disheartening. Just changing up your strategies when you really need to, making sure you don't commit to one spot. It puts you in a really good spot in the game, and I think that's kind of what gave me my Onyx, is just because we outplayed these guys just enough to just take home the rank up. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys are doing for ranks right now. Like I said, I'm currently Onyx in 2s. I'm fairly close in 3s. I think I've only lost 2 games with the BtC boys in 3s, and I think we played like 15. Someone can check that for me. In 1v1s, I haven't been placed yet. I haven't gotten a chance to play a lot of ones, but Nick, of course, is providing that content for you guys. When I hop in, maybe we'll do a little bit of 1v1 action against each other to really get the tension rolling. So thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Slick from Breaking the Clutch, and we'll see you guys next time.